How to increase confidence in public speaking. Answer by Shashank Shekhar. I was scared to ask the teacher for a toilet break mid-class. I would get cold sweats when I had to read the news at the school assembly. I hated the idea of introducing myself to the class whenever the teacher asked. I would stutter whenever the teacher asked me to recite a poem or read a paragraph from the book. Public speaking? The very thought of speaking in front of people would scare the shit out of me. Since I left school, I have spoken publicly on several occasions. I have taken some classes on marketing at IIM Bangalore and Rotary Club, Bangalore, and I have actively mentored some college students about starting up in college. All my fears are now gone. I can speak and present myself with confidence on the stage. Now that I look back, I am amazed at this positive transition in me and I wonder why. Introspecting, I realized something. Whenever I had to help a friend with a math problem or teach a friend how to smash in badminton, all my fears would wash away and I'd be very comfortable in communicating what I knew. I realized I was afraid to talk to people when I was asked to talk about things I did not understand or believe in. The first step to getting comfortable with public speaking was to explore and read on the topic I had to talk about. I would then try to understand the concept and the purpose of my very speech. I would close my eyes and picture myself talking to the audience and prepare the talk in my head. I would repeat step 3 until I arrived at a narrative that felt more like a story than random facts and figures. It took me a lot of time to get comfortable with speaking. I still stutter and mess up a lot of times when I'm talking. But I believe if you understand and believe in what you're talking about, you will be able to present yourself with confidence. Answer by Khalil Ashanti. Everyone needs a different set of tools to become confident because we're all dealing with different backgrounds and perceived shortcomings when it comes to public speaking. When I work with people in this area, my first exercise is to help them understand that the people you are speaking to, the audience, are on your side. They are not the enemy, and it is not their intention to make you feel bad if what you have to say is not perfect. As a matter of fact, they're looking for themselves in you. Slides and bullet points are not the answer. Obviously you have material you need to deliver, but the why is more important than the how. Humanity, connection, and emotional labor will go a long way in building your credibility to a new audience. Confidence is belief in what you have to offer, and if you are speaking about something you're passionate about, that confidence becomes a lot easier to project and we can feel it from our seats. Confidence is not memorization and repetition through rehearsal. Trust your story. Let us know why you're the person to own this subject matter and be honest with us about why it matters to you. Lastly, remember and expect that things will go wrong. Your mic might not work. You might forget something. Not everyone is going to like you. This isn't a reflection of you as a person. You're not unprofessional. You're human. Take a deep breath, stay the course, and remember why you're sharing. The more you do this, the more your confidence will build. From someone who's been doing this since 1988, I can assure you that it's not a destination, but a journey. You got this. Answer by Varsha Hegde. I see some great answers here. I have tried to answer based on what works best for me. I remember being mortified every time I had to make a speech in front of a large audience back in high school. I was always scared I'd forget the next line and worse still make a fool of myself. But over the years I have learned a few tricks that have helped me get by. Have a basic structure in mind, always know how you're starting and how you plan to end. For the rest, have pointers on how you plan to connect the two. Having a flow defined rather than a well-defined speech has helped me feel more at ease. Research the subject very well. A well-researched subject ensures that one does not have to worry about forgetting the next line. You should ideally know enough to come up with an alternative fact when you forget the one you had planned on sharing. Make a conscious effort to breathe slowly. We tend to breathe very fast when tensed. Making a conscious effort to breathe slowly can trick one to feel things are normal. Try to breathe 6 times per minute before that big talk. I personally find it very relaxing. Look at familiar faces in the audience. It helps to have a friend in the audience who you can count on, to have a positive disposition in the audience whom you can turn to when you feel a bit nervous. A familiar face can be calming. Tell yourself, this is not the end of the world, this is usually my last resort. But when very scared, I tell myself this is just a small event in the grand scheme of things in the universe. I am but a speck of the pale blue dot. Carl Sagan. Anyone? Puts things into perspective and make you feel better. Answer by Dhanashri Pallav. Well, that's easy. I am speaking in front of an audience from a very young age, so I guess I can answer your question. I'm not going to tell you about the content or self-motivation or any such things. If you want, you'll get those points in most of the answers. Let me start with a question. Why do you fear to speak in front of audience? The answer mostly is, what will they think if I say something wrong? What if my content is not good enough? What if I forget on stage and blah and blah and blah? All we think about is what will people, or in our case audience, think about us. That problem is solved. We mostly have 2 types of audiences. Let's say type A and type B. Type A is small, which mostly includes family members, relatives, and close friends. We get such an audience in family gatherings and functions. Type B is huge, where we don't know more than half of them. We get such type of audience in public gatherings. We know about everyone present when our audience is of type A and they know you too. Even if you manage to say something wrong or stutter during your speech, they won't judge you cause they know you. One mistake in speaking won't change your image in their minds. While in type B, let's say we know no one except few people. There's little to no possibility that we will cross paths with any of them in the future. And even if we do, they'll hardly remember you. So why to care? Even if they judge you or mock you, it's not gonna affect you in any way. Once the speech of 5 to 10 minutes is over, you are free. In both the types, there's nothing to worry about. So why think about something you can't control and chicken out from something you can control? Judging of the audience is not going to affect you in any way if you don't let it. It's their job to let them do it peacefully. No matter how good you are, judging will never stop, so you stop caring and giving a damn. Just go on the stage and rock. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to our channel and help us to grow our channel. Hit the bell next to subscribe so you never miss a video. Give a thumbs up if this video helped you and comment your own story.